Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
What is this, 14 now?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because, the DVD's labeled as like 70 something. I know. They didn't even do it in front of him. Came in like that.
All right.
That's
because when he first, I went back and like when I was editing that one, I was like, how did we not like? Because he walked in, and they showed it real quick.
Yeah, I didn't see it like sat down.
It didn't like dawn on me for some reason. Like I forgot about it. I don't know why. And also, I don't know if I have to go back and look at it again, but I feel like when they first showed it, it was like a little like, it almost like it was maybe dried up a little bit, like it was darker.
Yeah.
But then when they showed it at the end, it was like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really wild.
What's funny is that like right before we started, we were like, all right, last one we were just like going over it, like what happened again, and we were like, well, we're missing something, and they were like, oh, the hand, of course, how could we forget? Now I'm like even more excited than I already was.
It's crazy, yeah. I don't know how, like what.
I know.
I don't know. I don't like this.
My guess is what it seems like he's going to do is he's trying to explain his plan because he's been so quiet this whole time, and Armin and Mikasa have just been like out of the loop with him and what he's been doing, and I feel like he's like kind of in a way because he does obviously. I'm sure he still cares about those two specifically, but he's like because of that. I think maybe he's like going out of his way to kind of explain, at least give them a heads up of what he's going to do.
Either that or he knows whatever he does, he's...
It also, doesn't it seem like they're taking over everything, no?
Kinda.
Oh, and we also forgot to mention that everyone's got, we don't know who has the spinal fluid inside of them.
Oh, yeah.
And
that was Niccolo?
Well, he was part of it, yeah. He knew about it, but it was Flock and them who set all that up.
Yeah.
And Zeke, obviously.
But, yeah, he knew about the wine.
That whole group, like, Zeke, Aaron, obviously the two shot callers, but then then you have Flock and then
the
Jaegerists,
soldiers.
Is what we're calling them now.
That's what they're
so, and then whoever, hundreds of soldiers, plus whoever's, they said they still have more inside, too. So, that's not good. That makes me think that either they're going to do a full-on takeover here, or, that's what I don't get. Like, what is Aaron doing? Is it just...
It's because we still don't know his plan. Like,
is he just doing... But I'm specifically saying, like, what he's about to do. Like, is this a show of power? Like, I don't feel like he needs to do that.
He doesn't need to do that. And I think him and Zeke have... I think it's going to end up being, like, him and Zeke have an alternate plan. He's got, like, an alternate plan on top of that. Zeke does also. Plus, like, Cart and Reiner and them are here. Like, who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Like... It's tough to, like, pick, like, I don't want to say pick sides, but, like, try and, like, feel out where each one is going or what they're... especially, you can... It's easier with Armin and Mikasa and our regular people over there, but, like, with Aaron and Zeke, but specifically Aaron, it's like, we never see all these memories that he's seeing all the time and, like, going through.
We don't know what he's going through.
Especially in the time that we missed where he was...
They weren't when he was
undercover,
Marley,
like
right.
So like, I can't judge or figure out what his plan could possibly be. Then,
No.
And I'm wondering if we're ever gonna like,
unless his and Zeke's plan is to like really release all the Titans.
I think that's a part of it. I just don't know to what extent.
But then what? Start like a whole new world, just like them.
They told everyone else that like we want to unleash the rumbling, but. Like you said, control him. We know Aaron should be able to do that, but is that them telling the truth? Is that really what they want to do, or is there something they're leaving out? Right. There has to be, I'm sure. But like, why? That's why I can't figure out what Aaron's trying to prove by doing this. Because like,
I don't know.
You've been so quiet this whole time, and everyone's been like, "What do you? How could you?" Maybe he's just assuming like they're not going to be on board with this plan, so I have to do it this way. Is it one of those problems?
Were kind of on board. They were...
Well...
Like, didn't Hanji tell Flock, like, we're going to tell him, like, we're going to do it?
But my thought is that whatever the part of the plan that they're leaving out is the part that they know if they do leave it in, that they're going to say no chance.
Could be.
And that's why they're leaving it out, and now that's probably maybe why he's doing this, to tell them, like, it has to be this way. They would have never accepted it this way, so I have to do it this way.
Maybe.
It's my best guess at this point. So
I don't know. Everything's crazy, and like, Sasha's dad is
the best character of the show. Him and Erwin might be my two favorite characters.
But morally, Sasha's dad is much better.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying in general, but like morally, give that guy should be ruling the world.
The world, right?
I would let him be God.
That was crazy. I mean, like, I'm happy that he did that, but like,
what's crazy too is like the show did such a good job of like we've only seen him two maybe 3 times, or about 3 or 4 times prior to that episode, and just in those brief times, and they were very short most of the time, short scenes, but just that alone, when I was watching that scene last episode, I knew, like, deep down, I knew he wasn't gonna. That's the decision that I knew that he was gonna make.
Yeah, if he stabbed her, that would have. I
don't even know between him doing it and then letting Nicola do it. Like, there's, right. I had no doubt that he was.
Saying if either of them stopped, if they didn't stop him, that would have been awful.
And the show did a good job in that episode of like panning when everyone's like I feel like everyone's realizing like how stupid this argument is. Like, it's just a back and forth that shouldn't be happening. And like Sasha's dad was like the one that figured it out, like, and just spoke up about it.
Yeah. But that's going to 100% change Gabby. She couldn't wrap her head around this. She's like, how do you not hate me? Like,
my guess is it's going to
his daughter.
She's going to live have a similar path to Reiner, where she's going to
question things, but
still ultimately be fighting.
And then I bet you she bumps into Reiner.
Oh, they're definitely going to regroup. And then is Falco going to be okay now? Because he had remember he got smashed in the bottle.
He was back conscious at the end of it, or no?
I don't remember. I don't think so. But like they were trying to get the spinal fluid out, like the wine out of his mouth, just in case. But they don't know if they did or not.
Right.
And then what the hell? Like,
and
like,
then Zeke's just going to turn everybody.
That's my guess. Is like it's like almost holding everyone prisoner. Like, if you guys don't go along with this, I'm just going to turn everyone into a mindless titan. Like.
And let them just start eating everybody? Like, I don't understand.
I know it's because we didn't meet Zeke for a while, but like, maybe that's all it is. I don't know, I'm just making an excuse, but like, part of me, is still going to root for Aaron, but I think that's just because we grew up with him as a kid.
I think that's going to fully depend on
what he's about to do. And
what he's about to say to Mikasa and Armin.
But what my point was, is like, but when I look at Zeke, I'm like, this dude's a piece of shit.
I think
Levi perfectly summed it up in that scene in the last episode where he's just like, that village you're talking about has a name. It's not just some random. You're basically calling him a piece of shit, and you have no sympathy whatsoever. Like, that's like the sign of a piece of shit. Like,
right.
Something along those lines. They called him out.
A bearded shit or something.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, but everything he said to him I was like, yeah, like, and I've always thought that every time we see Zeke, he has no like. He's just so
no
like
empathy. There's
something really cool about it. How it's like stone faced and stoic he is all the time, but like also something like really disturbing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And rightfully so. He's been through some crazy shit his whole life.
Right. Yep.
But I'm real nervous about this meetup. Like, if it's Levi and them, like, I don't know how that's gonna play out.
I think. Well, him and Zeke are definitely gonna be doing battle again at some point.
Yeah, but what about Aaron?
Well, he's obviously somewhere. He's obviously in the city
right now, but he's going to go get Zeke. That's what he wants.
Eventually, yeah. But I think
he's there to figure out where he is. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though I think, and I said it a couple episodes ago. I think what's going to end up happening is once he finds out, by the time he gets there, he's going to probably him and Zeke. I think will have already fought or be fighting.
Did say that, yeah.
I think it's going to be he'll either get there just in time or, because I
don't know, man.
I don't know. Neither. Let's watch it. If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. There he is. Yeah, see how it was like a little darker looking? I guess maybe it was just the lighting. Damn. He looks so badass now, that like grown up with the long hair and everything. Just ripped with the casual shirt open, unbuttoned.
With more knowledge than anybody in the whole world.
Yeah, terrifying. He doesn't say a word to anybody anymore.
Because he's the only person besides his dad that's ever had 2 of them, right?
Well, think how many like memories.
His dad only had it for.
Right. So not only does he have those memories, but he also has like all the other Titans that he's inherited now. Like, So, and then I'm sure that he's piecing them bit by bit together. And like you said, I think maybe he's going to try and get them all at some point. And like our theory was maybe he can, once he does get them all, like all the points in line, he can do something.
Everything.
Under everything, and then that's how he maybe figures out how to hopefully destroy the curse or something. That's the hopeful ending, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
That's what he always wanted. Look at the dead look at his face, you know? Because Berthold liked Danny. Shit, I didn't even think of that. Damn. Is that true though? Or is he just thinks that's true? But I mean, it makes sense. Jesus, is this? Makes sense. It all makes sense though. Like I'm trying to like question it in my head, but I don't. It makes so much sense though. Like why she's so devoted to him. Like I just don't. I can't believe it's true. This is ridiculous. He is totally gone. Not that we didn't know that.
Why would he say this?
Mikasa. To protect him. Proving his point. I hate this. Isn't it sad that, like, I just literally had a thought in my head. I go, I'm kind of on Gabby's side now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you made gun to head and made me pick, I would pick her in this moment. Yeah. Good, Armin. This motherfucker. Stupid glasses. That's another thing. Like, are these two like actually working together? Or are they both?
I think so.
Or are they really both? We're gonna find out manipulating each other.
I told you he wasn't gonna let that go.
Oh, we knew. Yeah. He's gone. I don't know why that was funny, the way he was running away. Are all of they... Is everyone there going to turn into one? Jesus Christ almighty. I forgot he didn't know about the wine, right? Oh. Oh, boy. They felt it a little bit. You think Levi gives a shit?
How do they move like that?
Jesus,
Don't
yeah.
even worry about him.
No, I know. It's just like sucks. What the fuck? That shot. Oh, I was gonna say. This is what we talked about. They knew this was gonna happen and they wouldn't. Hey. Finally. Yes.
He's constantly underestimating
You, no, I don't.
Not you, Zeke.
Oh, yeah, of course. I love when this shit happens. He gets so pissed. Yes, here we go.
You were dead right about them fighting before.
Aaron got there, yeah. Oh my god. He's gonna use the head.
He already hardened his back.
I love the way his voice sounds right here. Oh my god. It's shooting blood at him. And he's flying right through it. Oh, he shot those off.
Got him again. When is he gonna learn?
Oh my god. Oh my god, he looks terrible. Of course not, he can't, really. That was one of my favorite sequences in the entire show, by far. It's so good.
Yeah.
Every time.
Levi's incredible.
Every Levi scene is amazing. Well, he's not going to be happy with Aaron. I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron like kills him or something, you know? At this point, if he was willing to almost kill Armin, you have no hesitation with this guy. It's crazy though, like when you look at it from our point of view, it's like, yeah, I would definitely pick Aaron's side because like when from our point of view, when we know what's coming, you would want to, in a way, be on their side. Maybe we don't know everything. Flock sucks. Their whole side sucks.
It's just what they believe in, yeah.
Yeah, but he's making this call just because, you know. What is going on in that head of yours? Does he have a spear on him? Good idea. Oh! Yeah, this is you want to torture? Now you're gonna get it.
And he can't move his head too much, otherwise
no, he
he'll
can't do
blow up.
anything. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he called him out for not being a good torturer. Hmm. That right there just confirmed. Well, does it though? Like
what?
That he had been. Like, do you think, looking back on it, I know we've talked about it numerous times. Do you think he really did, like, when he turned Grisha, his parents, in and stayed with his grandparents, do you think when he did that with the intent, even though he was a little kid, we clearly know he was a genius kid, like, do you think he did that with the intent of, this is a part of my master plan?
I don't think it, but
it's
like,
hard to believe.
But yeah, I can see what you're saying, but I don't think so.
Because even if you look at that scene, I could see somebody watching it going, "Oh, that means I could see that." But when you really look at it, it's him as an adult, like looking back on it, just thinking of that memory in his head and just like talking through his younger self.
What did he say? I can't.
He's like, "You ever thought about playing baseball?" He's like, "I can't. I have a mission."
Right. So. But he was old enough where, like, that was, like, where he had already ratted on Grisha.
Correct.
And, like, maybe Marley.
I'm assuming, yes. Because he was him doing something. He looked exactly the same there as he did when he turned them in, so.
Yeah, I honestly don't know, man.
I don't think so, but there's a lot of proof others to be said. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if it did, you know?
This episode was insane.
Like.
First of all, Levi's...
Well...
best.
Let's get the bad. We'll go over the good. We'll end with the good.
All right.
The bad is just like...
Is Aaron.
It's funny because when we talk, what I said, I felt like an asshole. Like, what I said before the episode started was like, Zeke is just a piece of shit, but a part of me is always going to root for Aaron. But
man,
after this
that
one,
was
no.
Crazy. The way he was talking to Mikasa and Armin.
And then the way he beats the shit out of Armin.
Like, nothing he was saying was, like, untrue, but, like, it was awful.
What I'm thinking is happening is, I believe what he said to them is true in a way.
In a way, right?
Yes, like there is something to like that.
The Ackerman bloodline is something.
Of course.
Only Levi is beating it.
What do you mean?
Because
beating what?
That like drive to protect something.
That's true. I didn't think about that yet.
Unless he just has it in himself. You know what I mean? Like his drive is to protect himself.
Because back seasons ago, he said to Mikasa, like, did you ever have a moment like that? Mm-hmm. And he said he had.
We don't know when his happened. Well, obviously, he could fucking destroy Titans by himself.
I'm just trying to think, though. Do you think that moment maybe was when because he was already good when he went in the OVAs?
It could have been for his mom. Like, you know what I mean? His mom could have been the one that he was protecting. And then, like, when she died, there was just nobody.
Right, yeah. Huh. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. But regardless, like, I don't even remember what we were talking about before that, but, like, if...
I can't figure out what
I got confused, but, like...
him and Zeke... Well, you were right then. I was wrong. Him and Zeke did have a face-to-face meeting over there.
But I think we ended up figuring that out, because I think you brought up, like, well, Aaron was in the prison camp or he was in the hospital in the prison camp.
But I didn't think that they did have a meeting, because I thought the only meeting was, like, that one secret meeting that he had with Yelena.
Oh, right.
But, like, now he's confirmed that, like, he intentionally wanted to kill those kids and stuff.
So,
like, it wasn't just part of, like, the military attack.
So my thought is that what he was saying to them, obviously, like I said, it was just partially true, but I don't know if he was trying to explain it to them in this way and just didn't say it, but, like, I think, or he doesn't realize it. What's happening to him is, like, it's almost like the real Aaron's not, he's there, but he's not, you know, like, he's saying these things to them, but it's almost like it's not even him, because he's has so many past memories and lives in his head. It's just like the Avatar, but even I think worse, because those memories are probably constantly in there, I would imagine. So once you start experiencing them all, they completely change who you are.
Well,
obviously.
He just feels free because he could do literally whatever he wants. He doesn't...
But I think that's what I'm saying, though, is the price is you have to live with these memories, and it totally changes who you are as a person.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the cost. Now, the question is he doing it... That's where he loses me, though, because, like...
What are you doing?
Why don't you help them?
Why are you ending this relationship with these two?
So my thought process then is, does that mean he wants to just murder every other human being except him and Zeke?
I don't know.
Right?
No, because, like, he's got his following. So, like, obviously not them, but, like, anybody that opposes him. But
okay.
I just don't understand. Like, but you're at this point, you're strictly killing Eldians. And then you're claiming that this is for the freedom of Eldia.
Where I'm confused now, too, is, like, he gets pissed at Armin and Mikasa, but I feel like he was more directly looking at Armin when he was saying it. Like, I hate somebody that's not free, and that's...
No, that was Mikasa.
That's right. He said, like, a slave... But regardless, I'm sure he means it for both of them, too, but, like... Because...
He just thinks Armin is weak.
Right. Well, he's also being controlled by the Berthold memories. That's why he's been visiting Annie, which is super interesting too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Right. But, like, I feel like that's not... I don't know. He loses me there. Because if you're going to say that to them, then all your followers flock, all those people, you should hate them too. Because how are they... Unless he's directly... That means he's directly talking to Mikasa, that she's controlled by this thing to protect him. That's why he hates her.
He hates her, yeah.
Okay. So that makes more sense in my head.
He's always hated her. But, like, when he said, like, I've always looked at you and, like... What did he say? Something about, like, felt, like, disgusted or whatever. I never knew why. And, like, now I know. It's like, that was awful.
Like, I'm trying to think in my head, like, where in those, like, memories of Titans, like... What maybe it's like, because it could be like any of think how many foundings there have been over time since it started, like, so he has like all of their memories, so
right, and he knows there could be the Ackermans.
There could be one in there that had a bad relationship with like during the time of when the Ackermans split, maybe, and
he knows how the Ackermans were made, I'm sure.
But why would that make him like hate her though? That doesn't make sense to me.
Because they're not free. He said, I hate everyone.
So wouldn't he want to help them first and not kill? Like, and if he's not going to kill them, what is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
So what does he think? He's going to keep them all prisoner, the ones that aren't going to listen to his plan and be along with it, and then fight the rest of the world, defeat them, and then come back and be like, all right, guys, you can go out and free now. But then they're going to want to kill you.
Yeah, like, no.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. We don't know enough about what Eren
That was
thinking.
That was one of my favorite episodes in a while because
that was really good.
They finally gave us some. It wasn't a lot, but they gave us little bits and pieces of more of what happened in the time with Aaron and Zeke. I mean,
just the tiniest little bit.
And it was just hearing him like I know what he said was terrible. I'm just happy to hear him talk finally, like say something so I could see where he's at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was going to be like, all right, it was going to be more like not that bad, but now obviously we know it's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And my favorite part, I mean, every goddamn time he has one of these scenes, it's my favorite part of like the season.
Like, shame on Zeke for underestimating him yet again.
My thought is like, because the last time that he did it to him, I guess I should say the first time when he got him, we were doubting him hard, and we didn't doubt him really here, but like part of me like was just like once he turned the other guys into Titans, all right, I think Zeke's gonna get away. But so by the time he caught up to him, I was like, Jesus, like
no, it's actually that those woods are a disadvantage for Zeke because his skill is throwing.
Right. But I think he was totally under the impression that by doing that, it was going to fuck with Levi's head and he was going to not be able to kill his own comrades.
Right.
We both knew immediately that wasn't going to be a problem.
No,
for some reason, I just didn't think he was going to be able to catch up. Like, and I was like, duh, of course he could.
It's a super speed.
All right. That's the only part of doubt I ever had. It wasn't even doubt. It was just like, oh, shit, like I forgot.
Now Zeke's 0 for 2 against Levi. This is the one. He's not fighting him again.
It scares me, though, that Levi's got him twice.
This was like effortlessly.
I know, but I feel like that's like. So if God forbid Zeke does get him at some point,
and now he's just torturing him, chopping him to bits, so he can't transform.
That's the thing. If Zeke ever gets him, Levi's dead. But that's the problem,
Zeke can't get him. He'd have to get him unarmed and like super sneak attack,
and where he can't use his 3D gear.
I still don't even know that he can.
well, he 100% can't. Look what happened to the guy that was right behind Levi in terms of skill when the Beast sucked. He didn't have his gear on. Remember, he was like trying to run with his swords and like he couldn't do anything, and he was one of the best fighters they had.
We'll see, pal.
All right. If Levi wants to be the best character of all time,
he's gotta beat Zeke with no 3D gear.
If he beats Zeke without the 3D gear somehow, or like fucked up, like where he's at a big ass disadvantage and he still kicks his ass. I won't even watch the rest of the show.
He's already hands down my favorite character. I love him so much.
Where we are now, he's definitely my favorite because he has just the coolness, obviously, and he's a badass fighter. But like, he's the only one like besides Armin and Mikasa, he's the only one like morally that like, and him and Hanji are similar in my eyes. He does try to
do like the good thing most of the time.
Well, like
not even the good thing, the right thing.
The right thing for the people that he knows are good. Like Armin, right. I think he would for his comrades that he knows are good.
Yeah.
Like which that's in this.
He doesn't do any, like scumbag stuff.
And I was gonna say in this world, all you have to do is that, and you're a decent. You're like I'll root for you.
Especially considering we know how he grew up. Like he could have gone a completely different direction.
Yeah, look who raised him for half of a portion of his life. Kenny.
Right.
He wasn't But again, Kenny was a very similar personality. Hard ass, but had a soft side. Like, and it wasn't a big one, but it was there enough to where he would like reach out, like he would help you.
And only for Levi, and then like he had to protect
for
the
people
king,
that he cared about. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I didn't think about it. So is that why Kenny was obsessed, like stuck around to protect Fritz?
Yeah.
But this is what I was saying, because initially when Aaron was talking, I was like, I feel like maybe he could be lying. But then
he's not lying. Everything he was saying was true. It was just super messed up.
Well,
and,
yes.
like awful to say to like people that you care about. Say even people that you don't care about, but like especially those two that have been through everything with you. Like that's crazy.
I'm happy that they put the Levi scene towards the end, like the
back, right? Because to try to like.
Because, like, during the scenes, when he was beating the shit out of Armin, I was just like, oh, fuck.
And, like, talking shit while he was doing it. Like, I never... I hate that.
That's what goes to my point. I don't think that's, like... We're supposed to believe, like, that's the same Aaron. Like, obviously, he's in there because he still has those memories, too.
Yeah.
It's just that he has all these... It's almost like living a gajillion lives because when you relive so many memories, and who knows how many of those memories he can access, So...
Right. And are still coming in.
Correct.
I think it's
Because the
constantly
Warhammer,
changing.
because you just got all those Warhammer ones too. I also think we briefly talked about it during the episode, but I think clearly Aaron and Zeke have a bond now that they grew, and rightfully so, they're half brothers. But still, like I wouldn't put it past either or at this point to where you think they're coming together, and maybe down the road they're going to have
they split.
Or one of them's going to be taking it. My theory is I think they're both going to at the end. We're going to find out that they were both trying to play each other.
I think so. I think that's definitely a possibility.
Or we're looking into this too much, and Zeke's just going to go out because Zeke's got to go out. His time's coming up. He doesn't have a lot left.
Yeah, end of this year.
Like by the time, because we know now that there's obviously going to be a part 3 to this season. So
yeah, I would assume he's not in it.
Well, I would assume he's probably going to be dead by the time part 2 ends.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I would think too.
There's no way. I mean, granted, this show they can pack a lot into a year. You know, so with this show, that could be everything that we see the next season and a half.
Yeah, because even the first 3 seasons were only like a couple months.
Correct. Yeah, and then we had when they graduated, and then we jumped 4? They went from
5,
like 10. I think they were like 9 or 10 years old, so they jumped to like 15. Then we were there for a while, and then we had the big Marley jump, the 4-year jump. I think, right?
Yeah.
And then he just said they had Zeke out there for a month, so we know that was more than I thought that was. I thought they were only out there for like a week.
Couple days, yeah,
at the most. So I don't know. This is a crazy show.
Love it.
It's so good. Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.